Hello Internet, this video is part of the home remodel playlist on Scott's Garage, where I have been remodeling room by room a home that we purchased a couple of years ago. Now currently I'm in the master bathroom and I'm in the middle of a tiling project. In this video I will show you how I prepped and then how I am grouting this tile floor. Keep watching. Now the grout that I've chosen for this project is called Flexcolor by MAPEI. This is sold at Home Depot. It's not cheap. But let me say from the start that this is the best grout that I've ever used in a tiling project. Now I've done a lot of tile work over the years, a lot of grouting, mainly old school, the sanded grout, and my last major tiling project, which was a huge job, I did something very difficult. I used epoxy grout. That was really hard to work with. Now I've already done half the floor at the filming of this portion of the video. And again, I love this, and I'll show you the second half here in a few minutes and how easy it is to put down. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is get rid of these spacers and wedges, and the way to do that is perpendicular to them. If you try to hit them horizontally, they just bend over, but here's the problem. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is use what's called a grout removal tool. I bought this at Lowe's, and in this case we're not removing grout but rather the thin set. Some of the thin set will ooze up in the grout lines and you need to get all of that out, and this is the perfect tool for it. I've tried other things. This is the best thing to use, well worth the investment. And you simply put the point in there. Go back and forth, and I'll do every single grout line. I'm not going to bore you by filming all of it, but it's really important to do that. So this is the first step. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is simply take water. There's a little bit of soap in it, and it's warm water, and just a clean rag. And I'm not going to saturate, not a lot of water, but there's thin set on the tile here, and the thin set is the water will dissolve it. It takes a long time for it to completely set up. So if you can just put a little bit of water over the tile and just let the water do its work, it's going to loosen up the thin set, and then it'll be easier to take it off. You want to be a little bit careful. You don't want to saturate the gaps with water. Just enough water on the surface of the tile, again, to clean off the thin set. Okay, the next step is to use a Scotch-Brite pad. This is a medium one. Now this is porcelain, it's very hard. I don't want to scratch the surface, but I want to get all the thin set off. So again, I want to use as little water as possible. And I will basically clean each tile till it's perfect. Now since it's been softened, thin set just comes right off. I've already done half of the floor, and again, love it so far. And this is a pre-mixed grout, and again, it's pretty expensive. However, you don't have to mix it, and it'll last a long time. I probably didn't need to buy as much as I did. You'll need the proper float though. So this is a hard rubber float, and I think this really is the key. You gotta get the right float with this grout, and Previous tile jobs, I've smeared all kinds of grout all over the place, and then just smush it in and then clean up. I'm not doing with this. I'm being more careful in getting it in the grout lines mainly, and then basically snow plowing it in 45-degree angle, different directions until it's compacted, and then I can clean quite a bit of it off with the float itself, and then I'll be using just warm, clean water and the appropriate sponges. These are really good for tile, and all the stuff I bought at Lowe's. This one has a little bit, scratchier surface on one side and traditional sponge on the other, but you'll see. This may not be the right way, but I just take a little bit on my hand to begin with. Just push it in place. I'll come back the other direction, 45 here, in a minute. You can see that there's quite a bit already on the float itself. Try to use as much as possible. I'm pushing in as I'm going here. Again, snow plowing it in. Like you're plowing snow at a 45 with the white grout. It makes sense. You can use the wider portion or the narrow portion. It doesn't really matter. Just get it in there. Okay, so I'm going to go back this way. And this way again. Float is really good at getting the excess off the main tile and back into the grout lines. I'll be doing that more here in a few minutes as it sets up. The epoxy grout was really difficult for me because I think I had the wrong float for that entire project. It just, when I would use the sponge or the float that had mainly sponge on it to do what I'm doing now, it would take it right out of the joint. It was just really hard to work with, and when it set up, it was like impossible to clean up. This is way more manageable. A little bit harder back here. Well, maybe not. I don't recommend doing a whole lot more. I'll get these tiles here and then I'll start going back and cleaning it up. You can see that it's working with it. It is setting up. And I think I'm going to close this just to preserve the unused product. It's important to press it in. It helps with waterproofing. The grout is what you need. The thin set will, over time, the water will break it down. The grout is meant to be waterproof, and you don't have to seal this grout too. It's all in one and done. I like that a lot. It's kind of a pain to have to go back and seal the grout. I guess we'll know over the course of time whether it lives up to its name and reputation. Got a good review, things I saw online. Okay, I'm just going to do this section here, and then I'm going to go back over and this is where the grout, the float itself is good. I can just kind of scrape it off the tile without messing up the joint. Kind of sticks to itself. I think it's still wet enough to put back in here. I hope so anyway. Okay, nice and clean. I can feel it starting to set up. Okay, so now I need to work with a sponge, and I might I think I'll rinse this off to begin with. Make sure your float stays clean. Okay, just set that in the sink. I'm going to use the cloth to begin with, just to lightly go over it. Get the bigger parts off. Okay, I'm not putting hardly any pressure down. I don't want to mess up the grout lines. Sometimes circular motions just on the tile work really well. And it's staying in the grout grooves. I'm being careful. I am pressing down on the tile itself, but when I go over the grout lines, I lift up, so I'm not putting pressure down then. The pressure to put it in the grout lines has already happened with the float. And this is just to get the surface grout off the tile. This is beautiful. I can only say that this is the easiest grout that I've ever used. Good job, MAPEI. Not using much water at all. Again, just lightly go over it. And then I'm going to go lightly over it with the sponge. I might take a vacuum, and this lighter stuff now is starting to dry, and just suck it up before I work on that part of it. All right, now it's time for sponge. Doesn't take much for the water to become milky. Okay, just very lightly over the surface. Okay, that all looks good. And then as it dries more, I'll go over it again. And I'll let it dry overnight. That shouldn't take a whole lot to, in the morning, go over a little bit heavier because it'll be dry for that by that point. What I'm going to do now, I think I'm going to vacuum up this stuff, and then I'll just keep working backward. All right, there it is. Finished grouting the floor and cleaning it up. If you made it this far in the video, thank you. If you got any value at all from this video, please give me a like. It costs you nothing, but it's a great value to me. And we'll see you in the next video.